In about 65% of crime, police have the responsibility to charge suspected criminals. Since 2003, it's been a legal requirement for the CPS to make charging decisions in the remaining, more complex and contested cases.
A decision to charge someone with a criminal offence is a really important decision. It's important for the individual charged, it's really important for the victim and any witnesses, and it's important for the communities that they come from. So we have to get it right. We have to work with the police to get it right.
In 2006 to 7, the first full year that all areas were operating the statutory charging arrangements, just under 349,000 cases proceeded to charge, of which just over 77% proceeded to conviction. By 2008 to 9, this number increased to nearly 358,000 cases, of which nearly 81% resulted in a conviction. Convictions for domestic violence rose from just over 65% in 2006 to 7 to just over 72% in 2008 to 9. The CPS recognises that there are issues in the way that it currently delivers charging, and it's looking at specific problems around waiting times and quality to ensure that they provide consistent decisions.
One of the biggest criticisms that police officers have at the moment is the charging process, and that is because it's too slow. It's unavailable when the actual officer needs that charging decision. So as a result, we have too many offenders that are bailed to return for charging decisions, and there is too much waste in the system. Many would argue that they need to take charging back from the Crown Prosecution Service and hand over a charge file to the prosecutors. But equally, we know that the journey we've had in changing charging and handing it to the Crown Prosecution Service has actually brought about big benefits in terms of reduced discontinuances, far more effective trial processes and more convictions. So there is a will and a desire to tackle the problems that have been jointly identified together.
Face-to-face consultations are being better tailored to crimes that warrant it, giving easier access and value for money.
And ultimately, it's freeing up police officers' times. It helps the whole police service on the whole to take it to CPS, who can give an impartial view on it.
I think it's a trust, the CPS on the police and the police with the CPS. That's the most important thing, I think. We have to trust each other.
It's very important that we look forwards, not backwards. And in looking forwards, we have to work with the police to make sure that charges are brought in the right cases at the right time.
CPS South Yorkshire Charging Unit, can I help you please?
At CPS Direct Daytime in South Yorkshire, a team of dedicated lawyers are available to police seeking advice by phone on charging decisions. They work in tandem with an out-of-hours charging service called CPS Direct.
What we've done is we've created a simple and easy-to-use system which provides accessibility at all times of the day to the police and which operates 24/7.
Consistent advice from the CPS is absolutely critical because that allows the officers to operate more speedily, justice is more speedily delivered, and in terms of policing that puts them back out on the streets.
I think the best model is one where volume crime is dealt with as speedily and as efficiently as possible, and I think a telephone approach is very good for that, leaving much more room for face-to-face in the complicated cases.
Using the CPS effectively is absolutely critical around value for money because we reduce bureaucracy, we reduce the waiting times for officers, we get the right decisions around cases quickly, and officers are back out on patrol.
The most important thing is that the right person is charged with the right offence at the right time.